What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. The long-awaited, promised 2024 free-to-play account tour finally here. Finally deciding to do it. It's been a while since I've done an account tour for my free-to-play account. The last time I did one, I think I had just gotten either Paragon or Thronebreaker, so this was a while ago. I've been consistently working on this account for about 2 years now. Especially in the past year, I've really put the pedal to the metal, no pun intended, definitely pun intended, and I've gotten this account to heights I couldn't have even imagined it would get to, especially knowing where it was last year. Around this time, more like December, so a few months earlier in 2022, like bridging into 2023, this account was Paragon. Like, I had just gotten Paragon. Progression was slower then, and you could definitely notice an increase of like material acquisition, character acquisition over the course of 2023, and of course 7 stars coming out and that whole thing, like the whole game changing because of that. So the whole past year of 2023, this account has really expanded. It is still 100% free to play. No single dollar, single cent has been spent on this account, and I don't plan on changing that at all. I want to have this account as an experience so I can understand not only the perspective of a free-to-play player, but I can compare this perspective to somebody who does spend casually. I like to call it the big two spenders, where it's like July 4th and Cyber Weekend. That's when I typically spend the most amount on this game on my main account, but I would consider myself a very casual, like mid-tier, not even mid-tier to be completely honest, because it's really only those two events where I'll go, okay, yeah, I'll chuck, a couple of Odins at this. But it's good to have that comparison of, okay, if I spend, $800 in a year on one account versus 0 on another, and I'm trying to accomplish the same things, how does that experience feel? And what are some things I can take away from it that I can maybe help other people, either in a similar situation where they spend, or in a situation where they are free to play and they want to try to push as far as they can. I can provide both sides of that coin. So, without further ado, man, let's just check out the champions. So, first things first, I am Valiant. This account, free-to-play account, is Valiant. I have 100% Necropolis. That is the only way to get a Valiant account without spending money as of right now. So, I am Valiant. Let's take a look at the 7 stars, specifically my 2 7-star rank 3 champions. Now, I messed up the recording of this video a few days ago. This was supposed to come out on like Sunday, the 25th, and I'm re-recording it on February 27th, which is Tuesday. So this video was going to come out a little earlier, but then I messed it up and I got sidetracked. I was doing other things, studying, student life, right? And originally, my Dragon Man was unawakened, but from the raid completion rewards, I awakened my Dragon Man. So originally, the whole point of like talking about the rank 3s, not only were they my Valiant rank 3s, but they were both unawakened. And I was talking about how it's a little unfortunate how my rank 3s are still all unawakened, but awakening Dragon Man literally yesterday helps out a lot. So finally having him awakened, he was my first rank 3. That was from my Necropolis completion rewards. I ended up getting a 2-3 Mystic Gem, which went immediately into Dragon Man. He was already rank 2, just waiting for the potential Mystic Gem drop. One of my top options from the completion 2-3 random crystal. Very happy to have Dragon Man, one of my favorite characters on this account. And then arguably my favorite character on this account, if not maybe top 3, is this Venom. So Venom obviously was second rank 3, the Valiant rank 3. And this character, this guy, as a 7-star, with the Venom Relic, is a completely different animal. We all knew Venom was good, but throwing the Venom Relic onto a 7-star Venom, it transcends him as a champion. He goes from being like a solid 8 to like a 9, 9.5. He is ridiculous. One of the best Cosmics with his like maximum setup. So being a 7-star, having the Venom Relic awakened, more specifically like a 6-star Venom Relic. If you have all of those things, he's a 7-star, you got the Venom Relic, he is one of the best offensive characters in the game. He is ridiculous. I plan on making more content with Venom as more content comes out. So like hopefully he's really fun to use in Act 8.4 and maybe some future Winter of Woe or Seasons of Pain, as I like to call it, style content. I hope to use Venom there, and I hope to make more content with him because I like using him quite a bit. My 7-star rank 2s, I just whacked my desk, but we're going to keep going. My 7-star rank 2s, I only have 5 of them, and they're all ridiculous. The 3 champions from Photon to Spider-Ham, so Photon, Onslaught, Spider-Ham, have been my 3 Titan Crystals. Spider-Ham was from my Necropolis Completion, Photon was from Necropolis Exploration, and Onslaught was my newly formed Titan from just accumulating shards over time and getting them from events and stuff. Unbelievable Titan luck. 3 for 3, which is way better than I can say for my main account, and I've opened like 7 or 8 Titan Crystals on that account. Luckily, I just got Werewolf, so that definitely is a huge win, but on this account specifically, 3 out of 5 of my rank 2 7-stars, that's a lot of numbers there, I could have messed that up, but I nailed it. I digress. 3 out of 5 of my rank 2 7-stars are Titan pulls, and they're some of the best Titan pulls you get. Onslaught is arguably the best mutant in the entire game, and then Spider-Ham and Photon are some of the best science characters you could get as 7-stars. They scale so well. Spider-Ham is a completely different character as a 7-star. He's ridiculous. That's not even to mention the base pool champion I selected, which was Titania, and then I ended up awakening Titania just a few weeks later. And then Shuri, who I used for Necropolis, Shuri and Aegon was my Necropolis team on this account. I ended up awakening her from the holiday gift. So, if you haven't already picked up on it, or you're new to my free-to-play account, I have unbelievable, unfathomable luck on this account. It's rigged. It feels rigged. Like, the luck that I have on this account makes me jealous of this account for my main account. Like, I don't have any of these characters, Photon, Onslaught, or Spider-Ham, on my main account. Specifically the Onslaught, who's my most wanted pull from the Titan pool. I don't have him as a 7-star on my main account. I have the 6-star, but the 7-star is like a whole other animal. And it's wild to think that my next rank 3 7-star on this account is going to be Onslaught. It's just mind-boggling. He just came out, and now my free-to-play account has the most powerful version of him that you can get. It's ridiculous. So the rank 2 roster is insane. And then just the rank 1s, lots of solid rank 1s all across the board. Awakened America Chavez, Awakened Infinity Man. I just got Domino again. Sig 40 from the Valentine's Day Be Mine crystal that we all got for being valiant. Just awakened her again. Not the worst thing, but not exactly what I was looking for. We got the Spider-Man 2099, who I picked from the Community Karina Challenge Selector. I also ended up picking Stark Enhanced Spider-Man. And then there's a lot of other characters. Of course, the Maestro from Necropolis. I've got the Lady Deathstrike and the Bishop. I still have to invest in them. We have Null here. What a beast. Guardian. What a beast. And a few others. You know, Diablo from the Gifted Guardians Crystal back in the gifting event. So, just solid 7-star roster all around. And I cannot wait for the future of this roster and investing in more characters as I acquire them. And then, wrong list. My 6-star rank 5s, you can see the Aegon here. This is who I ended up using for Necropolis on this account. You see that I have Kate Bishop ranked. I'm pointing up here like you can see her. I have Kate Bishop ranked up, but I only got her after I finished Necropolis, so I could not use her in Necro. So I had to go with the rank 5 Ascended Aegon route. And I had a good time. It was nice to take a different experience and take a different path of getting Necropolis done. Because on my main account, I got it done within like the first 2 days. And I used Kate Bishop, Shuri, and a little bit of like Absorbing Man, Adam Warlock, that kind of combination. And it was a blast. I absolutely loved doing that with Kate. She dominated, and I fully expected her to dominate. Like, I went into it kind of knowing that Kate's going to be insane for this because high health pools, Kate's got a high ramp up. It was meant to be. And then on this account, I had no Kate. I had the Shuri, but no Kate. So I had to just bite the bullet and say, I got to rank up Aegon. And I'm glad I did because it was a very enjoyable experience just kind of smashing through the content. Still trying to play well and be conservative with my resources. I ended up doing that, and I ended up getting away with a lot and saving a lot of resources per path because I wasn't always just going for the Aegon, spam Fury, get hit into the heavy. I was actually conserving my health and playing around certain fights and actually doing them properly rather than just going bam bam tap screen, big Fury, big damage revive. I was actually trying to play well and conserve my resources, and that's how I was able to get it done. Is I was playing well with Aegon and I wasn't just throwing revives because he deals damage. So that's the reason Aegon's ranked up, and now I don't really use him anymore. Maybe for an incursion run every now and then, but that's what I've got the Ascended Hercules for. And then the rest of the account, there is some overlap with some of my rank 5s, but some of my ascensions are different. Like, I don't have the Ascended Herc on this account. I don't have the Ascended Aegon. I don't have the Ascended Future Ant-Man. And then aside from that, I have a few other ascensions that I'll show you, but everything else is relatively the same. I still need to get Future Ant-Man ranked up on my main account. But yeah, the Doom, the Zemo, just some heavy hitters, some really solid, won't be 7-star, but worth investing as 6-star type of characters. Most of the champions here are, aside from Professor X and Strife. Strife served his purpose as a rank 5. You all saw that I have a 7-star Strife now, but I used Strife for my completion path of Necropolis. I used Strife and for Zemos, and he did well. Strife did very well, so cannot complain having him up at rank 5 still. He is fun for the occasional incursion run, just throwing on the Cable and Hood synergy and just spamming heavy attacks, and everyone dies in like 2 hits. So it's cool. It's very cool. And then showing off the rank 4s, just a few of them. 2 very unique ascensions, some fun ones here, Cosmic Ghost Rider and Weapon X, just some characters to mess around with. Not exactly worried about keeping this account at the bleeding edge of progression like my main account. Just having some fun, doing whatever I want to do, and if I want to ascend, a random character, I'll ascend a random character, and that's kind of what happened with these 2. Even though they're fantastic, it's not exactly my first pick for ascension, So I'm happy to have them both up at that rank 4 ascended level. And then I've got some other rank 4 characters, like I just took up Toad recently, I just took up my Hulkbuster, I've got Black Cat here. A lot of solid characters up at rank 4 level that I do plan on getting up eventually, just not right now, because I'm still working on the balance between ranking up 6 stars and ranking up 7 stars, and that's something that you always have to take into consideration, especially as you have more access to 7 stars, and certain characters become 7 stars, so you have to be cautious about who you invest in and when you decide to invest. So that's the roster. Let's go look at the content that I have done, which is all of it. Yeah, we're done with basically everything on this account. When it comes to the Karina challenges, I've done everything post Volume 2, so Volume 3, Volume 4, Karina's Trial, the Guillotine Deathless piece, I've done that. I've done all of it, and I've had a blast doing it, because like I said, I have to be way more cautious and way more conservative with my resources than on my main account, because there is no failsafe of like, oh yeah, I'll just, buy an offer and get units and finish it that way. No, on this account, it's, okay, I gotta restart. And I feel like that makes me a better player because it's forcing me to do those things. Even though I would typically try to do that on my main account, it's so much more, like, fun but dangerous to do it on the free-to-play account, especially if you're, like, halfway through a run of something, like Eternity of Pain, for example, and you run out of resources. Well, it's time to hit the arena, because there's no other way to get those resources aside from arena and your random calendar every once in a while. So I have a lot of fun doing challenge content on this account. Necropolis was amazing. I really liked Eternity of Pain, really pushed the limits of the account doing Eternity of Pain. And then the most recent Karina challenges, the community Karina challenges, I had a blast going through those. Some of them were way more resource effective than others, and I even had runs on this account that went better than my main account runs, specifically the Zemo Grandmaster's Gauntlet run. I ended up using 10 revives there, where I used 20 on my main account. Now, I was a little tired because I was speedrunning the whole thing, but I digress. Just, it was a good time going through all of the challenge content on this account. And I don't mind making the rank ups for this account specifically, because it adds the unique flair of, hey, I ranked up this character to do this, and now I'll always have that relic of, oh yeah, rank 4 Jabari Panther, yeah, I used her for the Tigra Eternity of Pain challenge, and other stuff like ranking up certain Avengers and ranking up Mojo and stuff like that. It's all really fun to look back and say, oh yeah, I ranked up these characters, I used these characters to get this content done, and it was a blast. So yeah, that's really kind of it. I really have nothing else to show off. It's just the account. I guess we can show the total base hero rating here. Here's the profile. We're getting close to 3 million hero rating here and almost 20,000 or over 20,000 prestige, even though I'm not concerned about prestige in the slightest on this account. We just recently got the Dragon Man up to the top of the profile with that Juggernaut relic. Really happy to see him at the tippy top. The first rank 3. Feels right that he's up there, kind of leading the pack. Was able to pass Doom, not by much, just by the skin of his fake teeth. He was able to pass up Doom. We're rocking the challenge accepted title from completing the community Karina challenges. I think it's a really cool title and I like it quite a bit. And I was fortunate enough to get a creator badge for this account. I asked the higher ups in the CCP, I asked Kabam Mike if I could get the creator badge for this account, and he said that I could do it. So it's really cool to have that like official, I wouldn't say it's validation, but official recognition that this account is part of like the greater content creator program, because I am making content on this account and providing a different experience to my viewers of this is what I would be doing in a free-to-play setting. This is how I would be tackling this in a way where I don't have the fallback of, oh, I can just buy an Odin or I can buy a Black Panther's treasure. So it's really nice to have that, and it makes me happy to see the creator badge on this account because I built this thing from like basically nothing, from the ground up, and it was way more difficult to build this account 2 and a bit years ago than it would have been now. There's so much more access to things now than there was like a year and a half, 2 years ago when I really started to focus on this account. So if I were to do it all again, I probably would reach certain milestones sooner because of how things have changed, and especially like the 7-star economy making 6 stars more making 6 stars more available. That would definitely change a lot, but this experience has been great, and I really cannot wait to continue going down the line, doing everything essentially twice in this game. One free-to-play way and one normal way, even though I try to be resource efficient on both accounts. One of them is a lot more restrictive and punishing than the other, and I wouldn't have it any other way. This is how I'm enjoying the game right now, just having a blast and having fun, like doing different rank ups and experiencing the game in a different way. I think that's what makes it unique, and I think that's what is keeping me playing at the same level that I am playing, like at the tippy top level that I try to maintain. It's fun to try and reach that on 2 different accounts, get there in 2 different ways. So yeah, sorry if that makes me sound a little bit of like an egomaniac. I swear that's not the intent. I just like to challenge myself in as many ways as I possibly can. And through this account, I can do that in a lot of different ways. So yeah, that's really it, guys. I really appreciate you sticking around for this almost 20-minute video. I plan on making more free-to-play account content going forward, and yeah, expect it just at the same level as the main account content. Free-to-play account live stream stuff with challenge content, Winter of Woe, side events, you name it, I'm doing it on this account just like my main account. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you have not already, and please hit the bell for notifications. I only have like a 75% to 25% subscriber ratio. Only like 25 to 30% of the people who watch my channel are actually subscribed. So it would be a massive favor if you could just hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out, helps the channel out, helps get the word out there that I'm making things that people enjoy and people will come back to because they like what they see. So again, thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you in the next one.